right, I'm here with Chris the Wolf Thompson fighting on Legacy Boxing Promotions, May the 1st, coming up against Musa Jibu in the heavyweight division. Chris, firstly, how are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm feeling good as always. Excited for the fight, excited to get out there and just get active again, and fight in front of my hometown fans, and fight at a great venue on a new promoters show. So everything like that's angling towards the 1st of May is all positive.
Let's talk about Legacy Boxing Promotions. It's the first time that they've entered the boxing game. They've gone out with a big splash. It was a big announcement at that press conference. What's your thoughts on the promotion?
Yeah, look, I must kudos to Legacy and Dewalt and Sean. They're doing a massive thing. They've chosen the best venue in the country. They're putting on a very boutique show with a phenomenal card. I can't even say great. It's a phenomenal card. I mean, the card is stacked. And they're doing 2 shows. Obviously, they're doing like a morning show, which has got 6 fights on it, and then they're doing an evening show, which has got another 6 fights on it. As a first time doing a promotion, it's world class. For them to have done that, and just looking forward to having another big player in the game. And if they carry on the way that they're going to be the biggest in the game.
All right, and you mentioned something that was really cool, a cool little story for you, that when we were at the press conference, that you get to share the tournament with Sibiso Mchunu, Tulani Mbenge, old teammates, and obviously you've kept in touch with them.
Yeah, look, obviously Tabs and Tools are 2 of my very good friends, We've spent a lot of time together. We've shared blood, sweat and tears together. And Tabs and I, as I said at the press conference, must have done over 1,000 rounds easily together in the 5 years that we were teammates. So, more happy to be on a show with them, and I know we're all going to come away with wins, so we can all celebrate that together after. And I think it's a big benefit for all the audience. They get to see myself, they get to see Tools, and they get to see Tabs on the same night. And if I carry on, the card is stacked. There's a world champion on the main fight, defending his WBC world silver for the first time in South African soil. So, yes, there's history there, but more importantly, I think the fans get to see an amazing card, and they get to see, to be quite frank, the cream of the crop of South Africa, all fights on one night.
And of course, the crowd get to see you against Musa Jibu again. Obviously, you've been in there before with him, so, how does it come out this time?
The same results, just faster. Look, obviously I know that Musa's a runner, and I know that he's going to be on his bicycle from the first bell. He's going to be running, but fortunately we're in a ring, so he can't really run anywhere. There's 4 corners in all the rings, and I'm going to find him in one of them. And my plan is to put him away within the first round. As soon as I get close enough to him, I'm gonna let go, and I'm gonna try and put him away.
Musa Jibu, obviously career highlights. He defeated Ruan Visser, which obviously he's getting a lot of confidence from coming to South Africa to fight you. What is your thoughts on that?
I think if you take Ruan Visser as your career highlight, it says a lot. Ruan is not the greatest fighter in my opinion. Okay. Yes, there were rumors that Ruan and I were going to fight. We offered him a fight. He lied to the promoter about the fight, and that he had a management. He owes his manager money, and there's a whole cahoot there as to what's going on with Ruan Visser. If you see Ruan beating Ruan Visser as a highlight of your career, we're not on the same level, because Ruan Visser is easy work for me, and so is Musa Jibu. I'm going to make easy work of him.
All right, so obviously the heavyweight division, you're coming in with heavy hands. You've enjoyed success as well as a heavyweight since that long time ago when you were at the cruiserweight division. For now, what are you walking around as?
I'm 115 at the moment, so obviously it's taken time to get into I'm one of the bigger heavyweights in the country now. But it takes time, to also I eat very healthily, so to put on weight, when you're eating healthy, you have to firstly eat a lot of food, and it takes time. Also, my training with Nart has been really exceptional. Ignatius Loubser, I really want to maybe take a minute and say thank you very much. He's really made me a proper heavyweight, made me really strong, and obviously my fitness has always been a factor for me. I've always been fit, but Nart's made me really strong, and I'm really coming into the heavyweight division very nicely. Now that we're discussing the heavyweight, after Musa Jibu, somewhere along the line, Sean and I are going to have to fight for that national heavyweight title. It's just going to have to happen. So whether it happens directly after Musa or a little bit later in the year, it's definitely going to happen this year.
And we've seen a steady trend amongst the South African heavyweights that have had a limited sort of amateur background, like yourself as well, where you get better as the time goes on because of that, that lack of amateur experience. So are we seeing the best version of you now? Do you think where you at, or are there more improvements to be had?
Yes, definitely. As you said, obviously I didn't have a single amateur fight. I had one white collar and then went straight into the pros. So as cliche as it sounds, I'm learning on the job. I get better every time. I get better when I learn things in sparring. You only learn things in the fights, and I'm learning new things with Shan, and as time goes, I'm getting better. I'm nowhere near the ceiling of my ability. So do I think there's still a lot of improvement? Yes. Have I come a long way? Yes, most definitely. But I think, maybe in the next couple of years to come, you're still going to see a better version of me. I'm just going to keep getting better.
I think you guys are a rare commodity, the southpaw heavyweights as well. I think yourself, Tabiso, and Kevin. I mean, amongst the three of you guys that are in the heavyweight divisions around the country. How have you found sparring, even amongst the orthodox?
Look, luckily there's a lot of orthodox guys, and I must say a major thank you to JJ Alberts. I've been sparring him quite a bit now for this camp, and he's been helping me. He's a young up-and-coming heavyweight, I think with a bright future, to be honest with you. For somebody who's really a debutant, I think he's had 3 or 4 fights. He's very raw. He also didn't have an amateur background, I believe. So, he's also got pride. Look, the sparring it's a difficult thing to have. Between JJ and Akani Fuzi, they're my main sparring partners. Akani over the years has been my main sparring partner for the last 4 or 5 years. Him and Damien have been helping me, and I've been helping them where they need help. And, to be honest with you, I don't need many more sparring partners with that, because they're high quality sparring partners. So if I can just have the 2 of them and maybe another guy in the mix, we're good. Obviously there's not many southpaw sparring partners, but like I explained to you, I'm not exaggerating, over 1,000 rounds with Tabiso. So when a chance does come to adapt to fight a southpaw, it's not an unusual look. I've seen it a lot.
And do you have that relationship with the Smith camp as well, to be like, can I get in some rounds with you guys?
Yes, of course. Look, obviously, Sean and I didn't leave on bad terms at all. It's just business. And Sean is actually a good friend of mine, and I still speak to him. I wouldn't say daily, but definitely weekly. I speak to Sean weekly and check up on him. And he had a massive role in my career. I can't take it away. Sean taught me a lot.
You know what time it is? Showtime.
Ain't no time like showtime.
Later.
I got to give Sean his flowers. He was great to me. He taught me a lot, and I learned a lot from him, from tabs, from tools. I learned a lot being in the Smiths camp. So I still have a great relationship with Sean, and I have a great relationship with Peter. So I have a good relationship with both. I would like to say I have a great relationship with everybody in the boxing industry. I don't think there's many people that can say a bad thing about me in boxing. I would hope people say I carry myself pretty well.
And especially that fight against Sean that's lingering in the air, that's obviously going to be one that we talk about maybe another day, but you mentioned it as well. So there is a lot of confidence, and the way you've seen it is like you're going to obviously stop a Jubu with relative ease. I mean, that's a lot of confidence coming to the fights.
Yes, it's a lot of confidence. It's also a lot of understanding, in boxing, everybody who is a boxing purist knows there's levels in boxing. And Musa is just not on my level. He's honestly not on my level. So I need to get rid of him in convincing fashion to show that he's not on my level. And then, we'll see what's to come. I would really like the Sean fight. I know Sean would really like the fight. Obviously, nothing personal with me and Sean, just purely business. Good friend of mine, very good oak. Dig him, and his trainer was my first trainer, my current trainer's father. So, it's just, in war there's no love lost, but between the 2 camps there's a lot of love. So do we want to get the fight on and see who's the best in the country? Yes, most definitely, on my side and on their side. But in terms of personal vendettas, we all, I mean, it's Shan's dad and Sean's my friend.
Yeah.
So, can't really get more of a close relationship than that. But when we step in the ring, it's business, it's go time.
All right, well, we look forward to firstly May the 1st, and then after that we'll see what happens with the main heavyweight title fight of South Africa.
Yeah, look, May the 1st is going to be a big show, so get your tickets now. They're available on Combi Ticket. I'm coming to put on a big show-stopping performance, and I can't wait to see everybody there and just hear everybody howling, and let's go tilt.
That's it. And there we go. The Reckoning, May the 1st. Chris the Wolf Thompson, do you want to thank anyone lastly?
Thank you to Hayden. Thank you to all my sponsors. You guys know who they are and who you are. I appreciate you guys lots. And to my fans, I'll see you on the 1st of May. Let's fucking go!
Thank you very much.